All right, family. Black Power is the truth hour with General Sarah Soon Seti. Kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. It's going down this Sunday. We talking about Luciferian rituals of the Black Illuminati, Black Hollywood. Yeah, we pushed it back because we got some more. We had to do a little extra research. We want to set it all the way on fire. Now we got a 10 alarm fire going on 10 with 3 alarm fire, but this is a 10 alarm fire. You see what I'm saying? And so it's blazing, and we want you in the house. The link is right down there in the video description. It's in the chat. Go and click that link, begin to think. Don't you dare miss it. Like I say, it was, guaranteed to be prolific in the studies of the Black Illuminati, Black Hollywood. There's not another lecture like it. Be there this Sunday. That's right, family. I'm excited and delighted to be accepting members to the Sarah Soon Seti YouTube page, a dynamic page. Y'all know what it is: Black Power, Black Frequency. You feeling that frequency and energy, you should most definitely join. Link right down in the video description is in the chat. Click it. You get a video introduction rundown on the memberships, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join. Even if you don't, I appreciate your presence here at the Sarah Soon Seti YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right, family. Ring the alarm. KingSeti.com, online marketplace, official General Sarah Soon Seti, DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor, accessories for every room in the house. I got some for your family. I know you're going to like it. I know you're going to love it. We got a lot of hot products. Get over there, check the catalog out, get a discount, shop and save and shop. That's right. Pull the fire alarm, generalseti.com, SETI University, over 1,500 videos, over 40 different subjects, all the subjects that you know and love from the general. We got every last one, too raw for YouTube, making of the white man, all the religions, Christianity, Judaism, Islam, Freemasonry, Old Mecca, Voyages of the Nile. We got the Hindu Kush. We got so many. Military, geography, cosmology, everything that you know and love for the general. Plus, we got the grandmaster teachers, hand-picked documentaries, lectures. Man, it's not another website like it. Get over there, check out the catalog, become a member today. GeneralSeti.com, SETI University. And everybody knows SETI popping on Patreon, BPC making noise. We never come. Next up, we dropping Ham, the biblical father of the African race, decoded. If we don't get to it tonight, we most definitely be first thing tomorrow. The mysterious connection between the Olmecs and ancient Egypt, and we got the 25 greatest monuments the Nile of Africa. We not just the Nile of Africa, part one. And so that's gonna be fire. So become a patron today and gain not just these three, but over 500 exclusive live streams. Any of the family out there that donate, I appreciate the fact you appreciate me. Any of the family would like to donate. Link is in the video description. Click it, donate. I thank you ahead of time. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels, King Seti, General Seti, Sarah Soon Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends and comment, comment, comment. Just don't say nothing stupid because I will ban your ass. Here we go. Was there once giants living in ancient Egypt? Hold on, family. Let me give me some water. Hold on. We black in the house, y'all. Nah. We about to drop some heavy mental, family. We talking about was there once giants living, and this is gonna show something that's so shocking to our people. You know what they, and because we just read that Nimrod was also called the mighty, the giant hunter. Yes, he was also called the giant hunter. You know, and so now when we talk about giants, we don't necessarily mean motherfucking Jack and the Beanstalk type of giant, but we still talking about some tall motherfuckers now. We ain't playing here now. They could be up to 10 damn feet. That's what they saying now. That you got some tall motherfuckers out here today. You see what I'm saying? That young boy up there in the NBA and shit, man. That and the other one, Bowl and shit. Yeah. They out there. Them motherfuckers tall as hell and fuck around, bust they fucking head on the goddamn on the rim. Fuck the rim, motherfucker, run into the backboard. They so goddamn tall. So here it is, family. Let's deal with this. Where is that? Which one is it? Oh, it's heavy too. Here we go. Right here. Here we go. Here we go. Right here. Yeah. Okay, let's get into this. Bring it on in. Okay. Now, so here it is. You got something. What they got as a model, or different. They saying today 6 feet. You see the first one. As a matter of fact, can you see it? Let me see if they're blocking it. Well, you can see it. You see the first one right there. Now that's 6 feet. But here they say they didn't find the motherfucking Turk. Now some of this shit I have to, verify. They even got motherfucker, they saying Carthaginians uncovered to this size. Say this motherfucker was 36 feet. Yeah, that's what they saying. Shit, now I don't know about that particularly. But they saying that they didn't found skeletal remains of what they seem to be giants. Okay, now we dealing with this esoterically because this is what is revealing to us in the Bible. Okay, this is what is revealing to us in the Bible when we deal with the terminology that they use for especially the Africans, because you only find it with the African. Now, we're gonna break this down now. Now it says Genesis 6, it says 1-7, it says, when man began to multiply on the face of the land and daughters were born to them, the sons of God saw that the daughters of man were attractive, and they took as their wives any they chose. Then the Lord said, my spirit shall not abide in man forever, for he is flesh. His days shall be 120 years. The Nephilim were on the earth in those days. And also afterwards, when the sons and afterwards, when the sons of God came into the daughters of man, and they bore children to them. These were the mighty men who were of old, the men of renown. The Lord saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every intention of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. Okay, so the sons, we have to understand the sons of God were referred to as the Nephilim. Okay, we got to understand that. The Nephilim. Now, here, see, this is what we talk about Nimrod. See, now you got to get, when you go in there, this is Benson commentary, where it deals with the fact that, where does it say, the giant hunter? Okay, I guess it was right here. This is dealing with the step Septuagint, and this is the Greek version of the Bible. You see, Genesis 10:9, it says, Nimrod was a mighty hunter, but it says in Benson's commentary, in the Septuagint, it is he was a giant hunter. That he was not just a mighty hunter, he was a giant hunter. Now, this is Nimrod, the Kushite, the Sudanese. You see, he was a giant hunter. The Arabic has it, he was a terrible giant before the Lord. So see, they understood in the Syriac, he was a great hunter. You see, he was a great warrior. Okay. And so they referred to Nimrod as a giant. Okay, that's very clear. Now another thing that referring to our people, you see, the Titans. You see, the Titans that rule before the gods. And you see, that rule before the gods. And we're going to understand that many of what they call the Titans, you know what I'm saying, are the African gods that rule before the Greco-Roman gods. You see, and they demonized them. But the Titans were also giants, 12 Titans, 6 boys and 6 girls. You see, that rule before the gods. You see, and so they, you know, we'll get off into that. You know, that's another science we're gonna have to break down. Okay, and so now this is what we had to deal with. Now, just like you get Nephilim, you see, and we dealing with the etymology, and you see the im at the, which is I am. Now that's also Ham. See, that's because you got to understand there is no vowels. Now, walk with me. Now, talk with me. See, that's just like when sometimes you can spell Abraham, Ibrahim. They spell it with an E and they spell it with an I. So you get Ibrahim. They spell it with an I. They spell it with an E and they spell it with an A. Abraham. You see, depending on, you know, what language they'll use the E, Ibrahim, or they'll use the I, Ibrahim. You see, so the im is also am, or, you know, or Kim, you see, or M, E-M. So you understand that Elohim is Eloham. See, we go talk. See, we go, and I got the backup. You understand? I got the backup. So don't run from this divine etymology that I'm giving you. Now, don't run from it. You got to embrace it. So when you talk about Mizraim, see, which is Egypt in the Bible, they refer to Egypt also as Mizraim. Just like you get Nephilim, you get Mizraim. You see, and all the children of Egypt, you know, ended with that suffix im. Now that im is synonymous with either a giant or an angel, but it's of divine origin. Like you get seraphim, which is the highest ranking order of angels. Now, you know, seraph was the serpent. You see the seraph. So you already, it's the fiery serpent, the angels. So that was the highest ranking order of angels. And then you got the cherubim. You see the cherubim. So you see them angels, a lot of them angels, their names ended with the im. The giant's name ended with the im. So you got Mizraim, and so only the children of Egypt, which is Mizraim, all his children names ended with the im. And so when I went in there to do the research, many of them were the giants. See, they're not talking about them. We're not talking about, we talking about, and they still there today, and we're going to talk about it. So you see Ludim, Anamim, and we got Lihabim, Nafutuhim, Pathrazim, Kasulim, and which out of whom came Philistine. Okay, so Goliath A lot of people didn't know Goliath was from the bloodline of the ancient Egyptians. That's right. A lot of people, you talk about David and Goliath. Yeah, Goliath was from the bloodline of ancient Egypt. People did not know that. But I'm letting you know based on the chronology today. You see, and Caphtharine, okay? You see, and Caphtharine. And so understand that. And you see again, in Pathrazim and Kasulim, out of came Philistine, which is the Philistine, which is the nation of Goliath. Okay, we're going to talk about that. And so when you look at Gaza and you look at all of what they call Palestine today, it was Philistine. That was the original name for it. So they were of the bloodline of the Hamites, the Kamites, which were black. They had nothing to do with no goddamn Arab or no Philistine or no Palestine or any. Those are all names that came after the fact. The original name was Philistia or Philistine. You see, which denotes the giants, and that the Philistine came from Egypt. They migrated from Egypt into their brother nation, which was Canaan. Okay. Now, so we also understand Elohim. See, the H-I-M is also H-A-M. Ham. So we know black. So we talking about the mighty Lord of heaven, black Lord of heaven. That's what it means. The mighty black Lord of heaven. So here it denote that Elohim denotes blackness, period. Ain't no getting around it. It means black. Just like Bethlehem. They spell it H-E-M to, and not let you know that it's actually Ham, house of blacks. They didn't want you to know that, but we letting you know today. We letting you know today, and you can black it up. And it's crazy part, all these names that God got in the Hebrew language, one of them is Ham is in a lot of them to denote that he's black. Now let's deal with it. Now you see right here, this is the seraphim. We're gonna talk about that. Nah, okay, we didn't went over that. And so here in Deuteronomy 3, 11, it talks about Og, king of Bashan. He was even more famous than Goliath. Og, the king of Bashan, was left of the remnant of the Raphaim. Okay, that come out of Egypt. No matter what this is esoterical understanding, but it's also relating to something that is real. So the Raphaim is Mizraim. These are giants. So they saying that the Egyptians in the Bible were giants. These wasn't just these were giants, and it says, behold, his bed was a bed of iron. You see? Now Numbers 13:33 says, and there we saw Nephilim, which is the sons of God. See, we went over that the sons of God, the watchers, impregnated human women, and they produced the Nephilim, the giants. And here it says in Numbers 13:33, and it says, and there we saw the Nephilim, the sons of Anak, who come from the Nephilim. See, so that show you right there. Anak, that's Egyptian. And he says, and we seem to ourselves like grasshoppers. This is what the Hebrews said. And we seem to ourselves like grasshoppers. And so we seem to them. So you see Anak. And when you see Anak, you go up to the top and you see where it say Anamim. And that's what, you see the sons of Anak that come out of Egypt. They come out of Egypt, family. We're going to black it up now. And so you see Isaiah 6:23, and you see above him stood the seraphim, the seraphim. You see Ham, they were black, or showing black divinity. This is black divinity, y'all. This could be blacked up. This can be backed up. This is not anything that is this is facts. So you could see anything ending with the "im" was either an angel or a giant. You see Isaiah 6:7, and one of the seraphim or Sarah Ham, you see, flew to me. Okay. And in Genesis 6:4, the Nephilim were on the earth in those days. And it's also afterward when the sons of God came into the daughters of man. Okay. So we went over that. Let's come down. Nah, it even say here, Isaiah 45:14, when they talk about the Sabaeans, men of stature, the Sabaean, which were the Cushites, were of the bloodline of the Cushite, even showing that even the Cushite, the Sabaeans, you see, men of stature, which were over in what today they call Arabia, the Sabaeans, you see. And then you got down here, you got Genesis 14:5, and it talk about the Rephaim, and you got these Zuzim and Ham. Zuzim, these were giants. You see, these were giants. We're gonna black it up. We want to go, and we went over earlier. Cushion Rissathim. See, Cushion, and that represents Sudan. That represents Nubia. Rissathim, which shows that he was a giant. And we're gonna get to him. We're gonna show you the pictures of him. You see, we're gonna show you that. You see here, Mizraim, and it gives all the different classifications of giants that came from his lineage. And what does it say about Mizraim? I'm gonna read this to you. It says the names of Mizraim and the descendants of Mizraim in Genesis 10, 13, 14, and 1 Chronicle 1, 11, 12 appear, listen to me now, appear to be all names of nations rather than individuals, and they include far more than Egypt. See, that's something very significant in the Bible that they don't talk about, that all the sons of Ham are nations, where the so-called sons of Shem and Japheth, those were individuals. They didn't have no nations. The names of them individuals were not the names of nations, but all Cush, Canaan, Punt, Mizraim, Ham, all the names of nations. So that show you right there, they trying to force fit a more ancient people into the book. You see, because based on chronology and advancement, they not all the same. So how in the hell all three of them come off the boat at the same time, and one automatically go to building nations while the other stay goat herders and shit for the next 2,000 years? What kind of shit is that? You see? So it says Mizraim, therefore, like Cush and perhaps Ham, geographically represent a center whence colonies went forth in the remotest period of post-Diluvian history. Listen to me. We regard the distribution of the Mizrahites, which are the Egyptians, as showing that their colonies were but a part of the great migration that gave the Cushites. So you see right there, Egypt and Cush is interchangeable. You see, it's interchangeable. So now the argument today is that black peoples is Nubians, that the Egyptians and Nubians are two different races. But see, in the ancient world, they did not see it that way. They saw Cush and Egypt as brothers, an unbreakable bond and confederation of African nations. And so today, when people hear this argument about the Nubians is one thing and the Egyptians is something totally different, that's a bunch of bullshit. All the ancient peoples looked at Ethiopia and Cush as being brothers. Egypt and Cush, Ethiopia, as being blood brothers. Okay. And so it says, we regard the distribution of the Mizrahites as showing that their colonies were but a part of the great migration that gave the Kushites the command, listen to me, of the Indian Ocean. So remember, I was telling y'all that. See, so ain't no Indian Ocean, it's the Kushite Ocean. There ain't no damn Indian. So they commanded. So here it is. When I told you that they was going to Australia and they was selling across. See, people they thinking that, oh, Seti making this shit up. No, nigga, I'm telling you the truth. Okay. So here it is, documentation, and this come out the early 1900s, where they already knew that, you see, and it says, which explains the affinity between the Egyptian monuments show us between the pre-Hellenistic Cretans, Crete on the island of Crete, you see, and the Carians, the later, no doubt, Selages of the Greek writers. And the Philistines down there too. You see, so even the Cretians were of the bloodline of the Africans, and we'll deal with that, which is true. That's why the Cretans got a hieroglyph, and that's in the Mediterranean, the oldest civilization in Europe on the island of Crete, which they call the Minoan civilization, named after Menes, the first king of Egypt. And so when he came down there and conquered Lower Egypt, he even went into the ocean, and he conquered also into, it wasn't nothing over there, no way. He established himself in Crete. It was Africans there, but that's what it was. But that was also an extension of Lower Egypt, even the islands in the Mediterranean. And that's why you see the Apis bull and the cow is also worshipped on the island of Crete. Now, let's deal with this. These is the giants that they talking about. See, look at bruh. That man is so goddamn tall. So these is the Mizraim. These is this Nimrod, the giant hunter. You see, these are the ones. And so, yes, they got best. They got best. But they also got the two extremes. You got the Twa, the little short Africans, and then you got the giants. And we're gonna prove that they giants. And so you can see that one brother, he damn near touching the ceiling. Matter of fact, he touching it. So you talking about motherfuckers damn near 8 feet. Now, a lot of people you see this giant, and people think that, oh, this is somehow that this is just symbolic. But you can see he's tall enough for two average size. He's taller as about two average size Africans. These is average size Africans. And you see this giant right here. You see, now people think this is some type of, maybe it's a symbolism, but it's not. When you see that brother right here, you see where the sister is to his belt line. You see, so which means he's two of her. You see what I'm saying? He two of her. So you could take, if you put her in twice, you see he's two of her. So you can see right here that this is not just some form of an esoteric meaning. It's actuality. You see, when you look at the height of some of these brothers and sisters, and I mean, it's gonna be some tall sisters too now. So I don't know if they tall as the, and so you see here a lot of people. Now this I don't necessarily, I can't necessarily believe that, but I can't disprove it neither. They try to make it seem as if that this Tekken right here is the one, is the height of the one right here. You see, now that's hell of a tall now, and they trying to make it seem as if the blocks they carrying is the blocks that you see right here. That's a big mud. That got to be the strongest motherfucker ever walked on the planet Earth. Because I know them blocks we can't disprove it though. Cannot disprove it. Because I don't give a fuck if it's stone. If it's stone, he a bad motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? If it's a mud brick, that's something, but if that's a stone, I wouldn't give a fuck if it was a small stone or a big stone. That's going to be a heavy carry for his ass. You see what I'm saying? And so that's what some people but this is reality right there. This one right here is reality. And so you see right here, this is a sister right here, and you see how tall she is. She clearly then, you got some mighty tall Africans. And so here, in this particular tribe, the average height is 7 feet. 7 goddamn feet. You see, look at this one. This brother, I don't know where he from. I believe this might have been Turkey or some over there in the Turkish because you can see all of that. That's Turkish. That's Turkish with that, that particular head wrap, And so he's pretty tall now. And he's clearly over 7 feet. Easy. He's easily over 7 feet. And some of these people is damn near 8 feet. They're Manu Bo. You see, now it's another brother now, and Manu was, I believe, 7'6", 7'7". You see, so it's clearly that you can get 8 feet, no doubt. Today, you can get an eight footer. And my understanding, they didn't went over 8 feet. So to get somebody 10, and twice the height of the average person is a reality. You can get twice the height of the average person. So you see this sister right here, and she's not, he's not 2 of her, but he's most definitely 1.5. He's 1.5. And you see here, this brother had to get up on the damn chair. You see, he had to get up on the chair so he could put the mic up to him. You see, so yeah, they pretty tall, they pretty tall. And so at the end of the day, when you see that, that's about right there. When you look at the height and the brother had to step up on the chair and shit, not two of him, but most definitely 1.5. But here, when we looked at this particular, when he was next to that sister, he was actually 2 of her. You can literally, you can take, and stack another one. That right there is more than just 1.5. There's almost twice her height. Period. He probably she about close to 5. You see, and he's over 8. You see, he got to be over 8 feet. That motherfucker 8 feet. That motherfucker picking fruit right out. He walked right over there to that tree back there and get something out probably at the top of that motherfucker. He probably go. So this is what they talking about. You see, that went over there. These are the Nimrods. You see, these are the Raphaim and the Nephilim. You see, this is what they talking about. And so these are the giant hunters, and they refer to them as the sons of God. They refer to them as the sons of God. And it had to be that Nimrod was also of the Sudanese, because Nimrod was the son of Sudan. He was he was of the dark skin, just like you see right here. You see, and he was a giant. So he was of this bloodline, family. And so you got to understand that some things are esoterical. It'll lead you to the truth where you can get proper understanding. You see, and so there was giants in the land, and they still in the land. If you go over to Egypt right now, you will see that they in the land right now. And some of us, if giants is also meaning from an esoterical standpoint in stature, in knowledge, in wisdom. You see? That's right. That's right. That's right. All right, family, we ain't done. Don't you go nowhere. This is General Sarah Sunsai. Yes, we are giants. That's right. That because even Bess, who was a Twa, in many instances was depicted also as a giant. That's right. That's right. Was also depicted as a giant. All right, family. I thank y'all for being here today. We ain't done. We got one more for the night is up. Come on, Black, and let's talk about this. This is General Sarah Sunsetti saying, hey, arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Hit up some of them links and support your general. Black Power.